Hello folks, I'm the owner of Web Productions and welcome to Fall New Vegas Celebration 2023 video. It all began on Friday whenever I flew out from Texas to Las Vegas. After we landed, we headed straight to our hotel where we checked in, and then we hit the strip. The strip was absolutely beautiful at night. It was so great with all the colors, all the lights on, and it was a pretty nice temperature to be around, especially if it's not 90 degrees in the summer. We first headed off to Fatburger to eat dinner, and then to Manhattan, New York, where, well, we were looking for a certain place.
We're looking for the Irish pub.
At the Irish pub, we did have ourselves some drinks, but I only had one drink, which was Jameson, and I barely even freaking finished it. After that, me and my family headed back to the hotel and decided to get prepared for the next day, which was day one of the Fall New Vegas fan celebration event.
Sugar, I call my baby my sugar.
With everything ready in the morning, we woke up at 6:45 a.m. and got things ready and put on. Headed out at 7:30 to pick up a really good friend of mine, as well as a person that you might all know, none other than QwibQwibMods. For those of you who do not know, QwibQwibMods is the one who helped me get into 3D modeling for Fall New Vegas. Without him, I would have never figured it out, and I thank him so much for that, and we've been friends ever since. Once we arrived at the Pioneer Saloon, I could only have the same emotions that I had last year, which was pure excitement and could not stand in the same place that I would be standing in.
'Cause I'm too sweet on my sugar, that sugar baby of mine.
Folks, this event in particular is such a great event, and it is so much fun to see everybody around you who love the same game, play the same game, and are nice about the same game. I'm not even kidding. The entirety of this event would not have been possible if it weren't for the people online who shouted it out the first year, but also the people over at Pioneer Saloon. If they did not make up this idea, none of these people would be meeting each other. But everybody meeting each other again and seeing everybody's faces, I was recognized. Like, people recognized me from last year. I recognized other people that I saw from last year. Did you come here last year?
Yes, you did as well.
Yeah, how you doing, man?
I'm all right. How about yourself?
Doing great.
That's awesome.
It was such a great experience, and I got plenty of footage of it this time too. Last year I just got pictures, but this time I packed in quite a few bits of ammo of footage for you guys to all watch and enjoy. During the morning section, we had ourselves a walkthrough of Goodsprings that was led by Fall for Hope. I absolutely enjoyed walking through Goodsprings because it shows the history of the town, it shows what was left of some of the vendors, and overall it was such an enjoyable experience seeing Old Man Liver lead everyone who is a fan of Fall New Vegas through the town that we all started at the beginning of the game whenever Benny shot us in the head. Especially since we were able to walk through the actual Goodsprings schoolhouse that they have there. It's a very small schoolhouse, and the footage that you're seeing here is probably the only amount of footage you're ever going to see of this actual schoolhouse, since it's not really publicly open. It's not open to the public as much. As we were walking back to the saloon, we actually saw Doc Mitchell's house all the way from where we were standing. It is an actual adobe building, and there is an actual doctor who lives there, and he has been doing medication for a very, very long time. In this shot, you can see yourself a hill that's right next to the saloon. This has been named Benny Hill in memoriam of Matthew Perry for his role as Benny in Fallout New Vegas. Of course, we also had ourselves a moment of silence at the event as well.
I just want to take a moment of silence for the loss of Matthew Perry and Benny in our lives. He brought a lot of entertainment to all of us, so let's just take a few seconds to think about him.
At the event, I also met with a bunch of content creators, such as TKS Mantis. I also saw the people for Fall for Hope, and I met with the one, the only, the Chickmunk Show. I'm very excited to see them next year, whenever the event continues to happen. So, as the event went on, I finally decided to sit down and talk a little bit about the event.
Hey folks, it's me, Owner One Productions here at the event. Absolutely having a freaking blast. It's like 11:30 right now. This is the first time I sat down today. Folks, I have to say this for certain. This has been an absolute incredible event. Like, look at this, look at this. It's incredible. It's absolutely incredible how everyone's here. Everyone's having a fun time. Everyone's having a great time. I can't express anything else than this. They have vendors. I'll show the vendors here in a little bit. But beyond that, they have like vendors. They have all the sort of stuff. It's so cool. And I highly recommend it for anybody who's wanting to go to the event next year. Or if there is going to be one next year, I think there will be. It's just incredible.
There were plenty of vendors. The vendors were probably one of the best things of this year at the event. They sold snow globes, they sold all sorts of little props. There was one person who brought out a little cart, and I traded 20 caps for a stim pack, and I was completely shocked, but I was also just completely happy. I brought those caps for a very good reason. Beyond that, I paid plenty of money to other people as well, and I made sure that they got their money's worth because it is absolutely incredible to see so many of these people's talented ways of expressing their art and their props and selling them out to everyone. It is so well done. It is so cool. And I full on enjoyed the entire experience of the vendors. This year, we also had ourselves another Power Armor cosplay all the way from Switzerland. And we had so many cosplays this year. I cannot express all of them, but I can also just show all of them here on this video. And folks, you could just tell the dedication or just the fun that the people had assembling these costumes together just for this very event. And it's just brings a bright smile to my face every single time I see it. Now, it was not only cosplays, vendors at the event that were so big. They had Fallout themed food, and including they had themselves bands playing at the event. The bands playing at the event were very, very great, and I cannot express any more than what I'm going to be showing you here of their performances. They did such a great job for this, like performing for the people at this event, and I full on thank them so much for doing that. After the bands played, we had ourselves karaoke, where I myself did sing. I did sing Swinging on a Star by Bing Crosby.
Oh, would you rather swing on a star? Or in the moon's golden jar? You could be swinging on a star. There's for you, Pioneer Saloon.
Though I will admit I did not do it as well as the person who came after me, who was, by God, the best Elvis impersonator I've ever seen.
Anybody got any object?
Out of your face!
Really? Well, it's fun for the money, two for the show, three to get ready, now
I mean, just look at this. Look at this. This guy completely and utterly just killed it at the entirety of the performance. And let's not just say that. Everybody else did a great job too. But just look at this guy. Look at him. Just completely shredding it and with his blue suede shoes and dancing and everything. Beyond that, everybody else did a great job singing and did a great job having fun.
There were 40 feet between them when they stopped into the town. My heart is by the number, love that I can't win. But the day that I stop counting, that's the day my world will end.
Once that was done, I was exhausted after the first day, but I went to bed and was ready for the next day. We went to the event at 1 o'clock, and I feasted my eyes upon an absolute treasure. A complete recreation of the Highwayman from Fallout 2. I was in love. This vehicle, this custom-made vehicle, was absolutely incredible, and every single minor detail you could see inside and outside of it were there. It is fueled by a fusion core. You have yourself the classic spear coming out of the back. You have yourself even a new California Republic license plate in the front of the vehicle. It was an absolute treat to see this thing in person, but it was also an absolute delight to see it go. Even though it was sad to only see it for a little while, whenever it left, it was the most jaw-dropping thing I could have ever seen in the world.
Oh. Oh, we might have to back. I think they have to back up. Oh, no, they're going forward.
Now, beyond the Highwayman, when it came to vehicles, there was also the Anubis, which was an absolute delight to see. Now, after the Highwayman happened, I made sure to meet up with some of the people that I did not meet up with the first day. The first people that I met was, of course, the people from the Fall Wiki. The main person, Kate herself, and including Blubbin, who is also a person on her Discord. They are doing a great job with their Fall Wiki, which I will link in the description right now. And you guys can go check it out and also see a page of yours truly, because they support mod authors and all sorts of mods on their page, and they will keep track of it on their wiki, which is very neat and very awesome if you're wanting to keep up in track with some of the fall modding projects that have been coming out as of recently. After those events happened, I decided to just stay around at the Pioneer Saloon, hang out with people, talk with people, visit, and take plenty of pictures once again of everybody's amazing cosplays. Then it all boiled down to the cosplay contest. The cosplay contest was absolutely fantastic, and this video only shows a little bit of it. If you guys want to see the entire thing of it, I can post that on YouTube, but I kind of want to get your guys' opinion on it if you guys want that or not. Please comment in the comments below if you want that full video, and I will surely upload it here on YouTube. Beyond that, it was absolutely great seeing everybody's cosplays, and once the cosplay contest was over, I made sure to go up onto the stage and make an announcement about the idea that I've been having throughout the entirety of the event. I made the promise that I will make a Fallout armor mod pack of everyone's cosplays from the event for Fallout New Vegas Nexus. Now, I am hoping to keep that promise, and I am hoping to do it by the end of the month, or at least by the end of the year, or sometime at least before next year's event happens, because everybody came out with such great, amazing cosplays, and I was inspired so much by everybody's creativity that I want to create all their armors as best I can on Nexus for everybody else to enjoy and be inspired for, so that they may be going to the event next year. Once I made that announcement, I headed back to the hotel, and then it was time to head on home the next morning. This entire event was an absolute blast, and I highly recommend it to anybody who is a fan of Fallout in general. Whoever is a fan of Fallout, this is literally a Fallout con in a place that happens in one of the Fallout games. There is nothing else like this, I don't think, in the world right now, where you can meet so many people, be able to have so many vendors, and be able to visit and have yourself a fun time. There is nothing else like this in the world right now for Fallout fans or anything else like that. There is Wasteland, I do know that that is one of the other events, but in general, I highly recommend this to anybody who is a fan of Fallout and has the money to be able to travel to Las Vegas for it. Folks, I had a great time with this video. I had a great time talking to you all about it. Folks, this was great, and I hope to see you all in the next video. Good night, everybody!